everyone. Welcome back to Talkaholics, the show where we talk, laugh, and learn English together. I'm John.
And I'm Mark. And yes, we're back with another fun English talk. And a few things you should probably never say in English.
Yeah, unless you want people to look at you like you're from another planet.
Exactly. Today's topic is a good one. It's called Things You Should Never Say in English.
Ooh, sounds serious.
Don't worry, we'll keep it funny. But really, these are things that can sound rude, weird, or confusing, even if you don't mean them that way.
Yeah. Sometimes people translate directly from their language, and in English, it just doesn't work.
Right. So today, we'll help you sound natural and not accidentally rude.
Okay, let's start with the big one.
Oh no, I think I know where this is going.
Yep. Never say, "You are fat," to someone in English.
Oh yeah, I know that in some countries, people say that like it's normal.
Right, like in some cultures, it's just an observation, not rude. But in English, especially in Western culture, that's super rude. Yeah, even if you don't mean anything bad, it sounds like an insult.
Exactly. Instead, you can say something softer. Or better, don't comment on someone's body at all.
Yeah, just don't go there.
Right. You don't need to say you're fat. You can say you look healthy.
Or just say, "Nice to see you," and stop talking.
Perfect.
Okay, here's another one that can be tricky. How old are you?
Oh yeah, that's another dangerous one.
It's not always rude, but it can be.
Yeah, if you ask your close friend or a kid, that's fine.
But if you ask an adult, especially a woman, that can sound very personal.
Yeah, people might smile, but inside they're like, "Excuse me?"
Exactly. So instead, you can ask something more natural like, "When's your birthday?"
Or just don't ask about age unless you really need to know.
Exactly. It's like walking into a minefield.
Okay, this one is funny because it sounds nice, but it's not.
Oh, yeah. You look tired.
Right. You think you're showing care, but what people hear is, "You look bad."
Yeah, it's like saying, "Hey, your face doesn't look good today."
Exactly. If you want to be kind, say something like, "Are you okay?" or "How are you feeling?"
That sounds much better, more polite and friendly.
So remember, never say "you look tired" unless you're their mom.
True, moms can say anything.
Here's one I hear a lot from English learners. "You are wrong."
Oh yeah, that one can sound really direct, even angry.
Right. In English, it's too strong. If you say, "You are wrong," it sounds like you're fighting.
Exactly. Instead, you can say, "I don't think that's correct," or "I'm not sure about that," or "I think maybe it's different."
That's perfect. You're saying the same thing, but in a softer, more polite way.
Yeah, English people love soft words.
It's true. We don't say no. We say maybe later.
Yeah, or "That's interesting," which usually means no.
Yes. Interesting. The polite way to disagree.
Okay, next one. Never say, "Calm down," to someone who's upset.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst thing you can say.
Right? Because when someone is angry or nervous and you say, "Calm down," it makes them more angry.
True. They're like, "I was calm until you said that."
Exactly. Instead, you can say something like, "It's okay," or "Take your time."
Or "Let's talk about it." That sounds more supportive.
Yeah, calm down sounds like you're the boss, and nobody likes that.
Here's one that's all about tone.
Oh yeah, tone is important in English.
The word "what." Simple, right? But if you say it the wrong way, it can sound very rude.
Exactly. Like if someone says something and you say, "What?" That sounds angry.
Yeah, like you're yelling. Instead, say it softly. "Sorry," or "Pardon," or "What did you say?"
Much better. Same meaning, but polite.
Yeah. So remember, in English, how you say something is just as important as what you say.
Oh boy, this one can be really bad.
Yeah, never say you people.
It sounds like you're separating yourself, like you're better or different.
Right, it can sound racist or judgmental, even if you didn't mean it that way.
Exactly. For example, if you say, "You people are so loud," that sounds terrible.
Instead, just talk about the situation, not the group. Say, it's loud here, or everyone's excited.
Much better, and nobody gets offended.
Oh no, this one is classic. Shut up.
Yeah, we hear it in movies, but in real life, it's rude.
Exactly. Unless you're joking with a very close friend, don't use it.
You can say, be quiet, or hold on a second instead.
Yeah. Shut up can sound angry or mean, even if you don't mean it that way.
I once told a teacher, shut up, and let's just say it didn't end well.
Oh no, what happened?
Let's just say I learned some new words that day.
Lesson learned.
Okay, this one is super important. Never say, you look sexy to someone you don't know well.
Oh, yeah. It can sound like harassment.
Right. In some languages, sexy just means attractive or beautiful. But in English, especially in public, it's very personal and usually not okay.
Exactly. If you want to give a compliment, say, "You look nice," or "That color looks great on you."
That's polite and friendly, not weird.
Yeah, keep it classy.
Okay, last one, and this one is sneaky.
Oh, yeah, it's small but dangerous. I don't care.
Right. People use it a lot, but it sounds cold.
Yeah, even if you mean it's okay or I don't mind, it can sound like I don't like you.
Exactly. For example, if someone asks, where do you want to eat? And you say, I don't care. Ouch.
Yeah, it sounds like you're bored or annoyed.
Instead, say, anything's fine, or I'm okay with whatever.
That sounds much friendlier.
Okay, let's take a breath. Take a slow breath. Think about this for a moment.
We learned a lot today and maybe saved a few friendships.
Yeah. So let's quickly review the things you should never say in English. You're fat. How old are you? To adults. You look tired. You're wrong. Calm down. What? You people, shut up. You look sexy. I don't care.
Wow, that's quite a list.
Yeah, but if you remember these, you'll sound much more polite and natural in English.
And remember, English speakers don't always say exactly what they mean. They use softer words.
Exactly. It's all about being kind, respectful, and a little bit indirect.
And if you ever make a mistake, don't worry. Just laugh, learn, and move on.
Because learning a language should never be boring.
Or rude.
Exactly.
Thanks for listening to Talkaholics.
Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with a friend, but politely.
Yes, politely.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. And remember, keep learning, keep laughing, and keep talking.